Hey, thanks for tuning in to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy. How you doing? This is a show where we talk to entertainment professionals, all kinds of live performers, singers, dancers, musicians, actors, stand-up comics, a lot of stand-up comics, tons of stand-up comics, as well as below-the-line professionals. We have stage managers, some agents, some managers, some tech people, sound techs, all kinds of people. Basically, we talk to anyone, any entertainment professional who pretty much lost work because of the stupid COVID. I don't know if you know this, but close to 77% of entertainment professionals 77% of entertainment professionals lost 100% of their income. Many people are completely out of work. So this show gives you an opportunity to tune in with them, see what they've been doing, see what they've been up to, see what they're doing, how they're rearranging their careers to survive after COVID. And it gives them an opportunity to sell some merch, products, move some things, get some attention from you guys. Go to their websites, maybe buy a T-shirt, maybe buy an album. They don't have albums anymore. 8-tracks, cassettes, whatever they're selling, digital downloads, tells you where their specials are at, ways you can support their show, support their acts, support the artists as much as you can during this COVID situation, and support artists, help them get back on their feet and get back out there. Art's very important for everyone. Also, if you want to support the show, honestly, you could do that by liking the video. It's very simple. Share the video also. It's just as simple. Subscribe to the channel. All those things are simple. They don't cost you a dime. They would help me immensely. They help me get more attention with YouTube. And they help the performers because then I can keep the show going. Also, if you want to support financially, we would encourage that as well. Do me a favor. Bam. There's some options right there above my head. LennySchmidt.com. If you can, if you can, go to my website. You can Venmo me at Lenny Schmidt Comedy, or you can go to my Patreon page. There's a $1 option with every single one of those. If you see right here, you can go to my webpage. You can check out some stuff right there. There's a lot of buttons. You can, any one of those buttons, you can hit, you can donate $1. $5, $10, $50. On the website, there's actually a $10,000 page as well. I'm not going to tell you how many people have hit the $10,000 button, but it's none. That's how many people have hit the $10,000 button. So feel free. But it's there. If somebody wants to sponsor for $10,000, I am not going to talk you out of it. So feel free to support the show financially. We would appreciate it. We don't have any sponsors, no advertisers, no nothing. The show is solely supported by the artists themselves and you people that watch the show. I can't thank you enough for tuning in. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube Live, and then the show's turned into a podcast thereafter. So if you're listening to the show in any of those formats or platforms, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For now, do me a favor, just sit back, enjoy the show, enjoy today's show, enjoy today's guest. When you're done, if you enjoyed it and you want to support financially, please do so. Otherwise, just enjoy the show. Kick back, relax. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I said, hold on, I know my sound isn't working. Don't panic, everyone. Don't panic. I'm on top of everything today. Yeah, I'm here. You have no idea how many problems I have behind the scenes. In 5 minutes, I had so much chaos going on here. There was a problem with the cord. There's a problem with the Facebook. Now I'm sharing we're live on YouTube. But I shared all of a link to all of the pages on all my Facebook. Steve's Facebook, our guest today, Steve Kouba is on, and I shared the link to his Facebook. I shared it to my pro page, my fan page, the Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy page. I did everything. Larry Warden, I'm way ahead of you, sound. I want to say F you, but I knew the sound was out when I did that. I knew it. I'm entertaining myself now. This, I can't believe I fixed all those problems. You have no idea. There was a problem with the backdrop. At one point, I realized I had no shirt on. I mean, there was so much chaos going on in this room. Yeah, so much chaos going on in this room, and I fixed it all, man. I'm getting better at the screw-ups. Here's what I've learned about myself. I screw everything up and I fix it. That's my hook. That's my whole thing. I screw up on a regular basis, but then I fix it. Ha! Blue cup, Keith Runyon. It's a good day. Oh, that water's really good. Oh, that's delicious. I'm so thirsty today. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy. It's good to be here, man. It's a good day. It's Wednesday, the 4th. I'm excited. I'm in a good mood. Some good things, some bad things. I know there was, I think there was an election yesterday, I think. Pretty sure. And some things went right, some things didn't go wrong. My heart goes out to, the candidates that didn't win, man. You put up a big fight. I wish Kanye the best. He'll be back in 4 years to announce his presidency a month before the election. That's how he rolls. That's how he's going to do it from now on. And my heart goes out to everyone else that lost. So, and people won yesterday. I don't understand some of the people that won. I don't understand what happened across the board. Everything was chaos. Everyone just calm down. Just calm down. The table is shaking because of this. Here's the only thing I'm going to say about the election. I don't want to beat it into the ground, man, because I did watch the footage last night with the girls. I watched everything. I watched a lot of it, the California stuff. I was happy with most of pretty much all the California props. Prop 22 did pass. Thank you, Larry. I was very happy about that. So for me, for an Uber driver, since I am still an Uber driver, it's a very important prop to pass. So I'm very happy that it passed and everything looks good. Also, if you're on parole, you can vote now in California. I think that's good. I think that's good. If you're going to rehabilitate people coming out of prison, come on, man. That's how I roll. I could be wrong. But here's what I'm going to say about the election. I don't understand, man, after 2000, how can we not count? How do we not get this right? The counting. I don't get it. Why is there chaos? Why is there confusion? Shouldn't we know by now how to count the ballots? Why are different states having different rules on when the votes have to be in the ballots? And one state is they got to be postmarked by midnight, and then they got to be in by 6, and they got to be dropped off and counted by Tuesday, and the other one's got to be counted by Wednesday unless you're eating a tuna sandwich, and then you can count those on Thursday, but Friday don't eat meat unless you're counting ballots from the LA County. I don't understand all the stupid rules. Why don't we have one blanket rule for the whole country telling us exactly how to count the ballots? Here's how I think it should run. I'm nobody. We should have a week to vote, I think. Everybody gets a week to vote, because people work, or even a weekend. Make it a long weekend. Make it a 4-day weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Let's do a long weekend. You get 4 days. You can get the ballots in Friday. If all the ballots aren't in by a certain time Monday, when the polls close, then I guess you're done. And make it the same time, whatever. They all need to be in at the same time. Blow and meth are now decriminalized in Oregon. Okay, cool. Meth? That can't be right. Yeah, there should be the same rules for everyone, Robin. Thank you very much. I agree. I don't understand why the states have different rules. It's too confusing. At least try to make them closer. I don't understand why we're constantly having problems counting the ballots. I don't get it. And if anything told you, this country is divided so right down the middle more than you think it is. And I'm tired of reading the posts on Facebook. I'm disappointed in my country and my fellow citizens. Look, shut up. Everyone's got a different opinion, man. Everyone's got a different opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. Just move on. Vote your opinion. But we're a lot closer than we think we are. Maybe we should start focusing on the things we're close on and not the things we're different on. Because if yesterday's election didn't tell you anything, it told you that we're a lot closer than you think we are. How many things, they were so close. So many things were 50-50 or real close, 50-47, 51. It's a lot closer than you think it is. So maybe we should start to focus on the things on, hang on, Keith. Maybe we should start to focus on the things we have in common. That's all I'm saying. Let's start that. How about that? How about we do that with this new election, okay? I don't want to beat this into the ground. I promised Steve I wouldn't do this because I don't want this whole show to be about the election. But how about we focus on the things we have in common, and not focus on what I disagree with you and you're wrong and you're stupid. When you're wrong doesn't mean you're stupid. If you have a different opinion doesn't mean you're less educated or dumb or anything. How about we focus on what we have in common and build up those things? I think that's a good thing to go with, especially the next few weeks. Because the next few weeks are going to be just a train wreck. Okay, let's all right, man. Let's go. The go live time is fixed. That wasn't live. That was a new intro, Larry. Ha, fooled you. What else? I'm saying hello to everybody that's on board. Everybody, look, Steve Kouba's even in the chat, man. He's waiting to get in here. Steve Kouba is here. He's chatted a couple times. He threw in a who and a hey. Brenda Runyons are here. Both the Runyons are here. Keith, I will not let your dick joke go by without saying anything about it. In fact, we will prop it right up there. Let's pin that message, buddy. Keith tried to promote Prop 69, and she passed. So there we go. That's going to be the comment that we have pinned to the top of the chat, at least for a while. That's how that's going to roll. Everybody come together. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, everybody's here. The Warden's here. Both Wardens here. Larry and Ray's here. Thank you guys so much. Robin Greenberg, of course, you're here. The Mulligan's here. Tammy and Vince, I got your email, your message. I will get back to you, and that's a great idea. That's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So I will touch base with you in a message after the show. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in on Wednesday after the election. I'm sure a lot of you are tired. You were probably up late doing stuff. Who knows what was going on. There's been a lot of chaos. Here recently. Yesterday was an exhausting day, the election. There was so much going on. So thank you guys. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to do that. I am having minor technical difficulties, but I have fixed most of them. I'm actually very proud of myself right now. So we're going to get right to your guest. Folks, let's do this, man. We're going to bring this guy. I've worked with this guy a number of times on Norwegian cruise ships, the Levity Live. I met him at Howl at the Moon, and he is a fantastic live performer. He is great live in front of an audience, doing the dueling pianos and working with an audience. He's a lot of fun. Great musician. I didn't realize how talented he was and how much stuff he had going on until I looked at his website, listened to some of his stuff. We're going to check out some of his stuff. I'm going to play some clips. We're going to talk to him. Before we do, I want to give you just a little bit of taste, just a small taste of my good friend, the one and only. This is live on the Norwegian Epic, I believe. This is Steve Kouba.
Tell everybody that this is your song. It made you cry, it's simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down the words. How wonderful life is with you in the world. Everybody, I hope you don't mind. Martini, everyone.
Yeah, that's Steve Kouba right there. Let's bring him out live in person, sort of digitally, streaming wise, from a basement somewhere in Ohio. Give it up for the one and only, my good friend Steve Kouba. Hey,
I'm here.
Yes. Hello. What's up, brother? How's
nice
it going,
to see you, buddy?
Dude?
Good.
You have the coolest setup I've ever had for anybody on the show. Look at you, dude. You look so hip right now. You got the hat. You got the lights behind you. You know what I mean? I keep thinking Jim Morrison's going to pop out of the back at any moment with a cup of peyote. I don't know what's going on over there. You look great. I like it.
This is a live energy feeling.
I like it.
Looking forward to this. My first show, you know, sort of a show. We'll play some music and
it's sort of a show.
We got some people tuning in, so yeah, catch up.
Excellent, man. I'm glad. Thank you for being here. First of all, I appreciate it, man. It's awesome you're here. Did you say first show? Have you done anything streaming wise since we've been locked into the
No,
houses?
not a thing. I've sort of taken myself out of that picture. I needed a break from performing and dueling pianos anyway, and a lot to do. Haven't put my toe into that water yet.
Okay. All right. That's cool as long as you do. Well, then thank you, man. If this is the first show, I'm honored. You know what I mean? This is really cool.
Right,
man, I got the exclusive. I kick ass. This is the best. Steve's connection is a little rocky, so it cuts in and out just a little bit occasionally, but We're going to be fine. We're going to hang in there. Everyone says hello, Steve. I have a lot of I don't have a lot of followers, but they're loyal and they're here all the time. And I think
Yeah, I've seen some of your games.
yeah, who's Tommy Sklut? Is that a friend of yours?
Oh, that's a friend of mine.
And I can tell when there's
Hey,
people.
Tommy.
All right, Tommy's here. So Tommy, you got some people tuning in to check out Tracy Flynn. I guess that's you. Yeah, here we go. Steve, right? Look at this, Steve. You doubled my viewership. Holy cow! This is. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate
Excellent,
it.
man. Good.
Yeah, I feel great. How are you, man?
I'm really good, man. I'm here by myself in Ohio, but I've been doing a lot of yard work and mowing the grass and bicycle riding. So very mundane things are keeping me sane. How am I doing relative to what? And I know that there are many who are really struggling right now. I'm
Yeah.
just glad I have a place to stay. A full fridge, pianos in front of me, and I got my sister here, and she keeps me company. And Kathy's out there. Hey, Kathy. And I've been getting to Chicago every few weeks to do some recording with
Oh,
some good
nice.
friends of mine. So I'm doing just enough to stay healthy, keep my eye on the future.
Yeah, good. All right, dude. At least you got your sister there with you. That's kind of cool. And
Yep,
you're
that's
going.
right.
Are you driving to Chicago? I assume you're driving when you go
Yep.
over there, right?
Yep, every couple weeks. Yep.
Okay.
Drive up there and covers with some old friends of mine. So putting some nice tracks together
Yeah.
on original songs that I've been recording and writing.
Yeah, you mentioned that before, right before we started the show, dude. That's the coolest thing ever, man. That's great to take this time and try to focus on a new project like that. And very cool for you. Can you talk a little bit about what it is you're doing?
Yeah, first what it is I'm not doing. I haven't really played a song since I've landed here. I haven't played a cover song, taken a request, or done any of that repertoire.
What? No Sweet Caroline? No,
No,
Piano Man?
no.
None of the basics? The top four?
No, man. So how long have I been doing this? Dueling pianos and piano, I think.
Yeah.
So it was time for a break and a vocal break and all of that. But yeah, that said, I've always been a songwriter, not a proficient one. I've always enjoyed it, and I enjoy getting better at it as time goes along. So with all this time and with so many friendships formed, I said, and some money saved up from my 5 years on the cruise ships, an album together.
Dude, wait, you
It's
saved
been
money?
a long time.
You saved money?
A little bit.
That's really
A little
smart.
bit.
I should have talked to
Yeah.
you earlier.
Well, I had a nice run. I did about 5 years.
No, we got to the point where every ship I showed up on, you were either there, showing up, or leaving. You know what I mean? Like you were all those levity ships. You were there a ton. So now you're working on your own stuff, man. Dude, that's the greatest. And are you going to Chicago and you're recording when you're in Chicago and you're working with some musicians from Chicago? You guys getting together in the same studio and stuff?
Yeah, we're doing that. But also the other half of this album is people sending in tracks, my requesting tracks, and people listening to my songs in their own home studio and sending them to me, the WAV files over the internet. So we're able to make some art from different points in the world. People are helping to contribute to my album studio, in wherever they are, Chicago or New York City or Indianapolis, and getting some real nice cherries from people.
Dude,
So
nice.
It's working out.
So are you mixing all that stuff together at your place there?
A little bit, yeah. I'm doing some mixing here and some mixing there. It's a long process. Anybody who's ever recorded original music to get to that bar
Yeah.
to sound good and put pieces together, it's a long process.
Yeah,
A lot of
right.
Steps.
Yeah, no, it's got to be different, dude. It's got to be brutal. But, dude, at least, well, it's cool that you got a bunch of people that you're working with that you like. You know what I mean? And so that really helps out. You get some people that you're friends. It's almost kind of, this is a situation where we're all stuck. We talked about this briefly. I mean, when you said you had a nice run there, because once you start working all the time, it's really hard to say no to work. You know what I mean? Once
Yeah,
work starts
right,
coming
yeah.
in, you're like, well, yeah, that sounds great. I'll do that too. And before you know it, you're working all the
Yeah.
time. And then a couple of years go by, and you're like, oh, you haven't written or done anything in a while. So this forced you, like so many people. Like you have two choices. We mentioned this, two choices. One, you quit and you don't do anything, and you sit around and mope, and you stop creating, or you completely reinvent the way you do things and find a way to make sure you can get your art out there. And you've done the
Right.
latter.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the Piano Man gig will always be out there, and I have good feelings about my ability to bring my act, to anywhere in the country, when things open up again. So um, I'm looking forward to that. But in this meantime, it's hard to write some songs
That's smart,
and
dude. Yeah, dude, and you're
invite
good.
people in.
You're strong, and plus, when you get to I mean, you're amazingly talented, dude. I've seen you work a bunch of times, and you could pick up and do a piano gig at any time. You know what I mean? If something comes up and one falls in your lap, you're like, oh, I'll go do one for like 4 weeks or whatever, and then come back home. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you're right. That's always going to be there. You can always run on and do it.
thanks to dueling pianos, I've become really adept
Yeah,
at,
it's good. Yeah. Now I'm amazed that you got to know so many songs, bro. And it's like,
yeah.
I had Jaron Pointer on a few days ago,
Mhm.
and he's from a much younger generation than you and I are.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for him to play, he's got to play the older songs, the songs, the Billy Joels and the Elton Johns and stuff like that. And then you got to turn around and play the younger songs. I mean, you got to play the stuff that's hip now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which I could never
Right.
do that, dude. My daughters play songs now, and I'm like, what is that? I have no idea.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that I'm going to be doing in the future.
Yeah.
I see myself winding away from dueling pianos and doing a little more standalone kind of show. If I've learned anything, it's the more control I have over my environment and my show and everything. It's going to go well. So, all right.
Dude, control is such a big that's a big deal, dude. I gotta say hello. Dude, you got a ton of people here. I want to make sure I say hello to all of them so that we're not leaving them out. Steve Reisman, I mentioned him earlier. Jill and Harold Levine are here.
Oh, Jill and Harold, guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Rosemary Coletti, she's here as well.
Rosemary,
Oh,
I'm sure she knows you, Lenny.
okay, man. These
She
people
was
don't
on the
come.
escape with
These
us. She
people
was on the
don't.
escape and
These people don't come to see me, Steve.
Rhonda.
They come. Nobody comes here. They come when I have guests. That's when they show up. There you go. There's someone besides Lenny here. Great. There's someone with talent. I always push that. See, you're a guy. There's someone with talent. I'm really just a facilitator to people with talent. That's what I am.
Your
I'm like,
fans are vicious.
they don't mess around. These people are hardcore. Yeah, they give me a hard time. They email me all the time. If I'm late too, they send me messages. Where are you at? Okay, Pam Bishkoff is here as well. Wow, you got a lot of followers.
Cousin.
Is your cousin? All right, family's here. Yeah, your cousin's here.
Yeah, keep coming out. Wonderful.
Excellent. So how many do you have tracks recorded already, or how's the process going?
I'm working on 10 different tracks, all of them different.
Well,
All
that's
of
good.
them sounding happy with it. Yeah, so I'm going to be real excited to, within a week or two, make my big announcement. I'm going to do a Kickstarter,
Okay.
with different levels, get everybody involved. If you're out there watching, yeah, get in touch with me. You know how to do that. Create a little adventure, a little come along for everybody. Release songs, release music, release videos, release art, T-shirts, albums,
Nice.
and everybody can follow along. So it'll be a fun little adventure for the next 3 months. So I'm asking, and I promise you, it's going to be some good music. And maybe I can do one now or soon, or it's a song I've been.
Dude, play whatever you play. I would love for you to play something right now, man. Jam, do it, please.
I'm going to do that now. It's a song. Does that sound okay?
It sounds good. You're cutting in and out here and there, so it's
All right.
let's just play it and let's go with it and see what happens. Because sometimes you're
All right,
perfect, and then you get it just goes back and forth.
Right on.
Yeah.
So I'll get into like crossroads and pathways and what's next on the road. So apropos. This is on the upcoming album. A gambler and a gambler, a vagabond, road dog, and troubadour. a soft-spoken, heartbroken traveler. You think I've had enough, but I'm back more. And once again, I'm coming to a crossroad, looking for the signs that point the way. I close my eyes and feel which way the wind's forge getting low. I'd best be on my way. I was born under a lucky star. I can't stop now. Come far. Traveled back ways. I've taken wing and I've set sail. Come all this way, yet I'm still getting sideways. These monkeys on my back, these sharkies on my feel it when you're standing at the crossroad. Hear it in the echoes of her song. You fear it like the devil with a deal you can't refuse. Enough to say, there's no time left to lose. I check the sky for my lucky star. I make a wish, and I wonder what my chances are. I'm running, and I keep on falling. If I keep on chasing every dream that comes cold. Pardon my laughter, it keeps me from crying. I don't know if there's any gold on this road, but where are you, lucky star? If I don't have you, I don't think I'll get too far. I'll just keep on running, and I'll keep on falling. I'll just keep on every crazy ass dream that I hear calling. Pardon my laughter, it keeps me from crying. Remember what you told me, and Mama, I'm trying. I am just a regular vagabond, road dog, and troubadour. Lucky
Yeah.
star.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I love that. That's great.
Good. Thank you, man. Thank
Dude, I
you.
love the lyrics. That's fact. Pardon my laughter. It hides my crying. That's beautiful, dude. You don't hear any cool singer, songwriter stuff like that anymore. That's really nice.
Yeah, but working on my lyrics, man. Getting those lyrics tight and telling good stories, putting them to music. So I'll soup that song up. It's got my friend, all my friends. David Allen is playing organ on that one. And Jim Mormon is going to play guitar on that one. Derek Crawford has played drums on that one. So getting all my buddies to help me put together good tracks.
Wow, that's beautiful, dude. So you got about 10, 10 it's going to be about 10 tracks long. Where do you know where you're going to sell?
Yeah.
We're going to be able to get the album at yet upwise. You're going to do the Kickstarter to get it going, right?
Yeah, Kickstarter, and I'll sell it out of my home, and I'm sure CD Baby and those places.
Right, right,
I haven't thought too much about that part.
right. Nice, dude. That's great. That's fantastic. That's so cool, dude. You're so smart to see. I'm happy to hear that, bro. I mean, it's got to be. We're always talking on the show about how it's so hard to not be able to perform live anymore. But at least, man, the advantage you have is you can work on your art and craft something and put something together. And I think what's even cooler for you is, I mean, dueling pianos is great. It's fun. It's a good shot. It's a great time. Everybody hangs out, and it's great to be able to do that stuff and be in that atmosphere. But man, if you could write your own stuff and create and put together your own album, I mean, that's really something from within. You know what I mean? That's your own creation, and that's got to be really rewarding. That's good, man. That's great.
It is. Dueling pianos, it takes a lot of your musical energy to learn all of those songs and to, the lyrics and how to get them over and perform them. And you find yourself spending less time on things and enjoying yourself at the piano. And that adds up over the years. I really got away from original music and writing songs, but so this whole quarantine, silver guys making lemons out of lemonade and all those cliches, trying to do it.
Well, that's the only option. That's the only option you have. Like I said, man, it changes. I always say change is good, whether it's good or bad. Change is good because it forces you to make decisions and do things, and
Right.
and then you just decide what direction you want to go. I mean, you are you're the master, whatever you want to call it, the master of your domain. You're the guy. You're in charge. You can do whatever the hell you want to do here. Like I said, I know I've got quite a few friends, man, that are. I mean, everybody's kind of struggling with the shutdown, but a lot of people are just sitting around waiting for things to start over again. And we're 8 months in, and I'm like, nothing's starting over, man. You gotta.
No.
I think you might want to wrap your head around the idea that things are gonna be completely different moving forward now. And if you don't start to take advantage of something soon, and you're smart, dude, because you started doing it a while ago. You know what I mean? Like I started doing the show right away out of the quarantine just to do something, and then it evolved into something that I like, and now I got a hold of. Early on it was a shit show, but now it's pretty good. And if it's to be creative and be able to move yourself creatively, even though you're locked in a room by yourself, the one advantage you have as a creative person is if you're locked in a room by yourself, you can still be creative on some level. You know what I mean? It sounds weird, but you can find a way to create and do something, and then you just decide what you want to do with it.
Were you able to be creative locked in those cabins on the ships? I couldn't always find the.
You know what, dude? I gotta be, dude. I found a really good groove on those ships in the last 2 years. It was the one thing I nailed. Here was my theory when I hit the ships. I never wanted to work on cruise ships ever. It's just one of the things I never wanted to do. And then when I got on the ship, all of the acting disappeared because I can't act anymore. I can't audition because I'm at sea and all that stuff. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to be the best comic that I can be. That's my goal was the show. So I focused on the show and I wrote. And I wrote every day. I wrote every night, and I taped every show. And in the last 2 years, I've pumped out 2 albums.
Yeah.
And so I had a great rhythm on the ship. So because I could do the show every night and write every day, and the show again, and then write. And so I was into it. I was back into. It kind of lit a fire over me being creative again, and I turned over probably about an hour, 2 hours of material in the last 2 years, 2.5 years.
Woo.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but it was easier for me on the ships because I was performing all the time. The opposite is now as far as writing going for me, because with comedy, man, you got to have some feedback. It's just hard to sit down and write 10 minutes of stuff and go, well, I like this. You don't know if it's good till you try it out in front of people.
Right.
Comedy's the one thing you got to try out all the time. So now I'm having a harder time creatively than I was on the cruise ships. But I know on the cruise ships it's hard because you get locked in those cabins. Plus, people that watch that cruise, they're on for a week and it's a lot of fun. But if you're working for 4 to 6 to 8 weeks or whatever, I always hit a wall after 2 weeks. And then I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be on this ship anymore. The littlest thing, man.
I've always found 3 weeks to be just about the right, perfect time. I'll do more, and I've done a lot more. It starts to drive you a little nuts. Absolutely.
Well, we'll see going forward because I don't know what's going to happen. But they're talking now about, especially for comics, us doing at least 4 to 6 weeks on the ship because they're not going to be able to rotate people in and off quick anymore. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I don't know. I'm going to have to wrap my head around that. But I know it's just you get locked in that room, and it's just there's only on Norwegian there's 3 channels of TV. There's one that's all the shows, and you can watch all those shows in 3 days, and you watch all the movies 2 days after that, and
Oh,
there's just not a lot to do. And the one thing that saved my ass on those ships, that's one of the reasons I like Levity so much, was it was so cool to hang out with you guys. We would hang out and go and do stuff. I could go to the gym, we could go to lunch, we could go out at night, we could go to the port, spend the day at the beach. That really made it go by, man. I mean, that really helped a lot. Otherwise, I'd go crazy.
boy, we've met some people, haven't we? Man.
Dude, there's some great. I met some great people on those ships.
Woo.
Some really great times. Now some great guests. It's always great. You always seem to have. Who was a couple that followed you around everywhere. There was a couple out of Chicago that I saw them every time I worked with you.
Oh yeah. They're watching the show. Those are my wristmans.
Is that them?
They're the
Okay, all
best.
right, yeah.
They're the best. Yeah, they're here. And boy, how many cruises has it been? They should type in the number. How many cruises join me on? And we always have the best time. And yeah, I'm gonna miss cruising. I don't think I'm gonna go right back to it. Even
Right.
when it opens up, I'm meant to take a break from it, and we'll see what happens. Can I do another song for you?
Dude, I would love for you to do as many as you want. Please do it. Is this from the obviously this is from the new album?
Yes, it is.
Do it, brother.
The song is a little bit dirty. It's not dirty. It's just a little mean, I think. She is seriously funny and not very ugly. Eyes like a kitty lipping with honey. A flower so fragrant should have gotten her pregnant. I tried to hit it and quit it, but couldn't forget it. She was the greatest mistake that I was fated to make. I thought it was real. She called me a fake artist, and that hurt. She is lethal with daggers. She's immune to my swagger. She'd make me so mad I could just tag her and bag her, but she's the opponent. She's not think you like causing pain, baby. Just own it. You were the greatest mistake that I'm ever gonna make. You make love feel like I stepped on a rake, darling. Ooh, two can play. I lost a boatload of money, and I've near broken my neck. I got drunk and totaled my car. I've never been in a wreck. I'm only human. My life's in ruin. She pulled me in and left me for a woman, but I'm not ashamed, cause I'm the man with 2 brains. I'm fully in favor of getting some strange rate that she's ever gonna make. You know where that puts me. First place, baby. I'm number 1 with a bullet. I lost a shit ton of money, and I've near broken my neck. I've been addicted and I've gone to jail, but I've never lost so much self-respect. No. She is seriously funny and not very ugly. Eyes like a kitty, lips dripping with honey. A flower so fragrant should have gotten her pregnant. I tried to hit it and quit it, but then I couldn't forget. She was the greatest mistake they make. I thought it was real. She called me a fake. I was the greatest mistake that she's ever gonna make. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Buy me a cake, baby. Get out of bed, find the kitchen. I was the greatest mistake that she's ever gonna make. was a mistake, Lenny.
Yeah, that's great, dude. That sounds like my love life. Thanks very much. You just nailed that. That's, dude,
Yeah,
beautiful,
fun
man.
songs, man.
Dude, I like it, dude. Your voice, I love your
Cool.
voice, dude. You get a good, dude. You get a good job writing lyrics for your voice. Do you know what I'm saying? You got a good mesh. You got a good sound. It all comes together. Does that make sense?
I haven't sang in quite a while, but that's good. Good.
No,
Yeah.
no, dude, you're doing good. Whatever you're doing, it's working for you. Stay hidden in the basement. Wear the hat. Have you shaved at all since this started, or is this a
No,
thing you're
no,
doing?
this is the COVID beard, but I love it. And so I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna keep this for the next few years.
I like it, dude. That hat's perfect
Yeah,
for you. That's a good look for you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You've always had some sort of some sort of hat, but that's more of it's a little more badass.
Yeah, this is. Look at this.
Dude, I love it. If you were sitting in a room and I walked in and you didn't say anything, I would turn around and walk the other way. I would be afraid of you. You look very,
Yeah,
you look very,
presence.
yeah, you're very dominating. You're, hold on a second. The Reismans just chimed in. 27 cruises they've taken with you. That's what they said.
Yeah,
That's insane. They said
that's
they don't remember seeing me. I was on 2 of them. Thanks, Steven. I appreciate that. And so I guess I got to get up over double digits before he remembers me. But I remember seeing him on one of them. I want to say I don't know which one it was. I get them all confused. I bounce around a lot.
yeah.
I get all the ships confused. All I know is that you guys. I was going to say Bliss, but I know it's not Bliss because they don't have Howl at the Moon on there. So it's the other ones. It's the Epic and the Escape and all that type of vibe. Are you going to do? What's the situation in Ohio there? Can you go out and play some clubs or do some live music somewhere?
I have one gig booked. It's New Year's Eve at the country club a mile away from my house,
Oh, dude, nice. Look
and
at
I
you.
got it through Michigan.
Through your
And
agent in Michigan?
an agent player in Michigan, so he got me that gig. So I'm going to work backwards and forwards from that date. I'll see if I can pick up a Christmas day, doing some holiday, a few ideas,
Right.
and
There you go.
probably this week I'll get on that. I think I can get some jobs.
Yeah, holidays are probably trying. Well, what's the situation in Ohio? Have you guys started to shut down again, or are you still kind of okay, or what's the? I don't know what the rules are over there.
It changes every day.
Yeah,
Our
right.
COVID cases are spiking, and I think it was yesterday or today, someone told me that it just took a big spike. So we'll what happens. We'll see what
Well,
happens.
I know. I know today was well, whatever. We broke the record for cases in a day for the country today by a lot. So that'll cheer you up. I like the fact that you used an agent in Michigan to book a gig a mile from your house.
Right, at the country club. Can't get into that country club any other way.
You see, you got to go through the agent in Michigan. This freaking business. It's ridiculous, right? That sucks. Like I'm a mile away. No one's traveling. How am I not the first guy you think of?
Yeah, you're traveling, right? You got on the road.
I just did
Oklahoma?
I did 2 weeks, man. I did Wichita and Oklahoma City back to back. It was good. It was fun. I liked the shows. Everything was fine. Flying was a little creepy, but everything else was okay. And then I have Vegas booked in December, but we'll see if that pans out. I don't have a lot of confidence the way things are going right now, numbers wise. So, I think we're going to shut back down, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's possible. But yeah, that's what I have. And then everything else is just here in town. And I'm doing the Uber Eats at night to delivering food. And on a side note, my second album just started playing on Sirius. I got information from them a couple weeks ago. So I've had one album that's been playing on there a lot. And I released my last album I released in June, and it just started getting some playtime over there on XM Radio. So I'm real happy about that. So I got that going for me. So that's how I'm surviving. That's what I'm doing here. But I don't know if there's anything else going on live. I was going to go to Chicago to do a gig, but they're shutting down in a lot of areas too, man. Like the clubs and stuff. Zany's open and then closed again. So
Yep.
So who knows?
Yeah, my radar is on, but I don't. I get a little news, but I'm not seeking gigs or putting a whole lot of work into forcing the issue. It is what it is, and
Yeah. Well, at least from this point of view, again, going back to what you said about making lemonade or lemons or whatever, dude. If you don't have to travel and you're working on the album,
right,
who
right.
cares? You know what I mean? In anything, take advantage of the time, stay home, and then drive to Chicago and work on the tracks and finish the album. And then you can work on the
Yep,
Kickstarter, get all that stuff up and going. And then hopefully by the time when things open up, the album's already out, people are starting to listen. Maybe you can get some, start to hit the road after that.
yeah. Things. It's sort of coincidental or ironic how things have turned out for me.
Right.
I had a place and I needed to be here in Ohio anyway to take care of Dad's estate and the house and things of that nature.
Right.
Um, and I'm still close to go and close to my friends who can help me make it, and I have the time and space to train for my next job or gig wherever that is.
Right. Right.
Um, and I'm kind of hoping it's going to be down in New Orleans. You've had some other players on with out of New Orleans, and it's just the greatest city. And I can't wait to get down there and play and spend some time there. Maybe hang up my shingle, for
Dude,
a
that'd be
year
great. I love
or two.
I
So
love New
that's
Orleans.
sort of what I'm thinking of.
Dude,
Yeah.
you fit in perfect in New Orleans. You should go down there and start playing, get a residency, something, man. You got to get down there, and I start traveling again. I'm gonna come down there and see you. You'd be great in that town.
Yes, sir.
God, I love New
Yeah.
Orleans. It's a great town.
Isn't it the best?
Yeah, that'd be the best, man. So, so what else? So, what else is going on, man? You got the album's good. How's your sister? You getting along with your sister? You guys get along? She older than you? Younger than you? What's going on?
I have 4 years younger than me.
She's what? 24 years younger than you?
No, 4 years younger. 4
Oh,
years
I
younger.
thought you said 24. We had that little internet clip. I was like, I thought you said 44. I was like, 44 years younger than you. I was like, what is going on over there in Ohio?
She gives me a lot of food, and she's a good cook. But she helped me with. We had a big yard sale, a garage sale 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff in this house, and there's so much stuff. If anybody who's parents, what they accumulate this other generation.
Yeah.
So we spent 2 or 3 days just hauling stuff out of the basement and setting it up in the yard. And I wanted to have a yard sale just so that I could help move things along with a story, or to a person. We've had a lot of neighbors came by and old timers came by, and so it was a really good experience.
Yeah.
Having a yard sale.
Dude, there's got to
I
be
know that
stuff.
sounds so mundane, but as to what's going on, that's one of the things that kept me happy and sane. And
Dude, that's not mundane. Is that, did you grow up in that house, or is it just a house that your dad had for a long time?
Yeah.
Or you grew up here?
I spent 49 years. Well,
Jeez.
I wasn't here the whole time, of course, but this house
Yeah.
has been in the family for 49 years.
Dude, there's got to be stuff in that basement that's from like the 60s and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? That's got to be
Yeah.
cool. You got an 8-track
I'm
player
still
down
fine.
there, like a hi-fi. You know what I mean? Like, and remember when they used to put the old, remember the old turntables that were the size of like a Buick that you would put in your front room that had all that wasted space inside where you had the speaker. You know what I'm saying? Like that big, beautiful looking. It looked great, but you look back at it now and it's just insane.
We have all kinds of old artifacts and antiques.
Oh, dude, I love that. That's the best, man.
I want to drop it.
Dude, talk about a story. That's the
Yeah,
stuff you
no,
need to
it's
have
been-
out there for the garage sale to talk to your neighbors, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, dude, I had so many great stories. Like, some guy bought my dad's old gun rack for $5. That was all matched up. I said, "What are you going to do with that?" My son just turned 15 and he's learning to shoot, and he just bought 2 rifles, and this is going to be his birthday present. He's going to sand it and finish it and mount it and hang his guns on the wall.
Wow, dude.
Dude,
That's-
what I need is a story like that.
Yeah.
To see my dad's gun rack go out the door.
Yeah, right.
So I'm happy. I'm happy when that stuff
Yeah,
comes together.
and now that story, and now that gun rack becomes another kid's story. You know what I mean? Now that's going to be something he's going to have for however many years, and you know what I mean. 10 years from now, they'll be talking about that gun rack. So that gun rack lives on. It lives on, man. That's the coolest.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, there's something to be said about stuff, man. Like I became such a minimalist years ago. I don't keep really anything. Like I have very little things I've saved. Plus, that comes from traveling a lot. You know, when I started traveling a lot, I just learned to not just to travel light and have less stuff. You know, so you don't have those days like when my parents. I remember when I moved my mom out of her house, we were in the basement pulling stuff out of there. You know what I mean? Where you're like, you know, there's old black and white TVs, and there's, you know, the old. You know what always stands out to me is she used to have an egg cooker. Are you familiar with an egg cooker? It used to be round, and you would put the eggs in it. It held the eggs, and you would cover it, and it would kind of soft boil. You had a dial that would soft boil or boil the eggs. My mom had one. She swore by it. So
I've never seen it, but I believe it.
It's from the
Based on what I've
70s.
seen
It's
here.
like early 70s, dude. Yes, it's one of those things that were around that you had in the early 70s, and my mom had one of them. That's the coolest thing. And you know, and she would bring out so much stuff that was so old. And she used to eat that candy. She had a case of this candy called AIDS. I know this sounds bad, but let me finish. They're called AIDS, and it was a diet candy. And my mom made it all through the 70s, and they had different flavors: butterscotch, chocolate, and it was like this little caramel. It was a diet aid. It was one of those bullshit diet aids they sell you.
Oh, okay.
And you ate it, and it's supposed to suppress your appetite, but then it was sweet. And you were like, oh, look, it's like cheating, but not. So my mom had cases of this candy that she had everywhere. It tasted horrible. It was just this horrible butterscotch, fake caramel stuff. But it's one of those things from the 70s to look at. And that was another thing I found in the basement. And I'm like, oh, my God, I can't believe these are still around. You know what I mean? When they're not around, they don't
There'd be
really
a
sell
market
them.
for that.
Well, they've learned to make
Buyer
it.
for everything.
Yeah, there's true. There's always some of them with a buy it and go, I can't. Oh, look, it's AIDS. I love these things. I'm like, okay, I'll sell you the whole case for $2. You can take it. So, did you guys have the garage? Did you have the yard sale, or you didn't? You did.
Yeah, we had it. There's still all kinds of stuff here.
Right on, man.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna be here for the rest of the winter, you know, and on into spring. This whole thing just keeps
Yeah, you're not going
dragging
anywhere.
out and going on. I don't really have an exit date. It's got to happen at some point.
Yeah,
I'm as in suspense as everyone, you know,
right.
about exactly when life gets back. So
Yeah.
until then,
Well, dude, at least you're, like you said, I know there's a lot of people that are in a rough place, but you know, you're like you and me. I got my daughters here. You got your sister. We're in a place where we can be. We can work on our art. We can create stuff. We can do stuff. And there's a lot of positives here if you find them, if you look for them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Call your friends, man. Stay in touch. And
Yeah, reach out as much as you can.
the time we got here, I'm guilty of not doing enough, but it helps me, and I know it helps other people too. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have Dude, do you have any other songs? You have another song you want to play or not?
Yeah, I do. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a teaser.
Dude,
I won't
go
play the
for
whole
it.
song.
Okay.
Just the song is called Telescope.
Okay.
When I look through my telescope, it makes me happy and it gives me hope. I'm reminded by what I see that it's also much bigger than me. And when I feel I turn my eyes to the celestial. It's a never-ending, ever-changing symphony. At the center of it all, little old me. It feels good to be alive. On this trip through space and time. And it really blows my mind. Takes me to the other side. It's all connected. Look through your telescope and you'll discover it's better than dope. Suddenly everything is so profound. with your eyes to the sky and your feet on the ground. You can bathe in the glow of a meteor shower, or search for global power. Shoot for the moon, set your compass for Mars. If you aim too high, you'll be swimming in stars. How do you see what's out of sight? You throw it into the light. Shooting stars burning bright against a black and lonely night. They say it's all content.
Yeah.
A bit of that one.
Nice job, Steven. Thank you very much. Folks, I love it. Dude, I love your work, man. I love your sound. Big time, brother. Folks, that's Steve.
Thanks for giving me a platform, man, to perform these for the first time and
dude, anytime. Go ahead. Do me a favor. Now, the Kickstarter isn't up yet, but let's talk about where people can find you. Let's talk about your website, and let's get that info out there. We'll put it in the bio. And it would be great. Let's just let us know when they can go and hear this music again on a cleaner.
In all the usual places: Facebook, Steve Kouba, Instagram, CHIROCK, Twitter, but I don't do much Twitter, and SteveKouba.com is my website. But make sure I have your email address and look for Kickstarter coming up. And please sign up, $10, $20, $50, whatever level you want to. Got a lot of good music coming out, good recordings. I'm with a lot of friends of mine, so I'm promising you good music and a good little story, something to be involved with over the next few months if you come along. So come along.
Right on. Yeah, absolutely. Of course they will, man. Thank you. I'll put all this stuff in the description of the video afterwards, and let me know when the Kickstarter launches, and we'll make sure I get that on the Facebook page so they know when they can find that when it gets up there again. Folks, that's Steve Kouba. Everybody give Steve Kouba a round of applause. Everybody clap. That's dude, thank you so much for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Big time.
It's awesome. Good for me. Great to see you.
It's great to see you, man. Yeah, we can't wait till we can travel again in 2 years, and I'll be able to see you. Your beard will be down to here when I see you. Don't shave. Don't shave. Let it grow. You get a whole Rip Van Winkle looking thing going on. I love it, brother. Yeah. Dude, you sound great. I can't wait to see the album. I can't wait to get it. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. Folks, that's Steve Kouba. That's the one and only, man. That's thanks again for being here Wednesday night. Steve sounds great, man. I love it. I've always loved his sound. I love his vibe, and we're gonna put all the information in the YouTube bio and the descriptions. Guys, make sure you go and check out his website, and when his Kickstarter gets going, I'll make sure I get that in the Facebook. Also, I'm going to start sharing some of this music when the guys release it. I didn't realize I've had a couple of guys that were on the show earlier that have released some songs, and I need to put them on the Facebook page. Tag Ryan just sent me a link the other day. He's going to release a song every week. We'll get that stuff up on the YouTube page so you guys can keep in touch with some of these performers that have been on the show in the past. If you enjoyed the show, thank you so much. Please like it on YouTube. If you like it a lot, share it on with your friends so they can see it. I have to burp. Hold on. It's coming out. It's weird. Subscribe to the YouTube page. It doesn't cost you anything. Also, like the video. Look, we had 24 viewers and only 7 likes on the video. What is wrong with you people? Do your part. Do your part. No, we have 8 likes. I was one of the people. Sorry. I'm the bad person. So please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to support the show financially, my show financially, please do so right there. Look, there you go. Anything you throw at me, as little as $1, $5, $10, anything you want to support, there's a link on every single one of these pages. LennySchmidt.com/ifyoucan, at Lenny Schmidt Comedy, and Venmo. Also, the Patreon page, Lenny Schmidt Comedy. You can go there. You can join Patreon, and that's a monthly service. You can pay, again, as little as $1. The more you pay, the more you get. $1, $5, $10. You can get all my albums, all my content, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of updates. We don't have any sponsors. Anything you throw out to support the show helps me keep the show going for other artists and for myself. Thank you to the Mulligans, Vincent and Tammy. You guys are very, very generous today. Thank you very much for supporting the show. As always, anyone that supports the show. Rachel Zimmerman last week supported the show. Thank you so much. Sometimes I don't say it right away. I don't mention it right away, but I try to get it out there. So please, if you can't support the show financially, do so right there. Also, I mentioned it's on my Facebook page now, my fan page. I'll be doing a Schmidt show this Saturday. That's live streaming stand-up. That's me telling jokes on the internet. I did one about a month ago. It was before I went on the road. It was very rocky. I was trying to remember my act, put it all together. Many people showed up for that one. I thank you. Anyone that was at the last show gets into the next one for free. And the next one will be basically what the show was when I went on the road. It was all tightened up nice. I remembered my jokes. All the new jokes will be there. That's this Saturday, 6 o'clock Pacific time. Thank you guys so much. There will not be a live show this Friday. There will be an upload. We come back next week with Laura Orico. Orico will be here on Monday. Very talented actress and musician. She's working in a band in her own right. She'll be here next week as well. Also next week we have Bill Gorgo will be here. Haha, Robbie Davis. There we go. Bill Gorgo will be here Wednesday, a week from today. And next week on Friday we go back to music. Tommy Orr will be here next week on Friday night. Please tune in when you can. You guys were great. Thank you very much for being here. Check the bio, check the info, follow up on Steve, go to his Kickstarter when it's up, go to his website, and get his album when it comes out. I'll keep you posted on that as well. Thanks to Steve for being here. Thanks to you guys for chiming in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. As always, do me a favor. As always, please dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidt Quarantine Comedy was created, produced, and is hosted by Lenny Schmidt. We live stream on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Special episodes occasionally stream or are uploaded on Tuesday and Thursday. Every episode is also launched as a podcast and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you enjoyed the show, please like the video. If you really like it, share the video. If you really, really like it, please subscribe to the Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. You'll get updates on this and numerous other online comedy content that my dad produces. Check the info section below for detailed information on all of our guests. If you are a fan, you can follow and support them as well. Go to their page, like their content, buy their albums, purchase a shirt, any merch they may be selling. Anything you do will support performers will literally help save the arts. In fact, if you want to support this show financially, just go to lennyschmidt.com/ifyoucan or Venmo at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. If you donate as little as $1 or as much as $10,000, it will help pay for the stuff my dad keeps breaking. If you can't pay for the comedy content, that's okay. COVID sucks for all of us. Enjoy the free show. If you want to find a way to support what we do, just subscribe to Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. That really helps a lot. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.